Hey guys, Dr. Kahu here and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be doing a continuation to the short story series that I created, and that is What If Deku Had a Super Copy Quirk, Part 15. Now as usual guys, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and because you guys have been smashing the like buttons or have been watching my videos and supporting me, 100 likes guys, 100 likes, that'd be awesome. And I'm going to state guys, this series is coming to an end very soon. I think this is going to be either this series, the last series episode today, or the next one, okay? Stay tuned, and I hope you guys liked the conclusion of the series. But yeah, I talked too much, let's get into the next part of this What If, and that is, What If Deku Had a Super Copy Quirk, Part 15. So of course guys, let's begin. Now, quickly where I last left off, Izuku pretty much helped All Might not only destroy All for One, but he took his quirk and made his quirk All for All. He made a unique ability called the Meta ability, where it's just a platform quirk where everyone gets what's it called, super regeneration. Strength quirk where it equals out to 10% full cowling. He has they have danger sense, the ability to heal others as well. And this is just the platform of a meta ability. With that, people can become stronger if they push themselves, meaning they can increase themselves like full cowling, like 25%. They have full cowling, but that's the baseline of the meta quirk. But anyway, as this goes down, Izuku is training everyone after the entire situation that happened with All for One and everything like that. And as he's training 1A and 1B, he gets a call from Naito saying that it's his time to shine, to take out Jisaki and his entire team. And so as Izuku heads out and he gets ready to at Naito's agencies, this is where our story is going to begin. Izuku's at Naito's agency and he's smiling, getting ready. He's waiting for this whole time. It has not left his mind. Eri has not left his mind. He knows what he's going to do. He built up all the quirk he has. He does to fix up everything he saw with Eri's life to make sure that she's safe. And as Izuku gets himself ready, he gets a phone call. And he gets a phone call and it's Bakugo, and he goes, "Oh, Kachan, what's up?" And he goes, "Open the damn portal, nerd. We know where you are. The old man read you out, and he's ratted you out." And he goes, "What?" And he goes, "All Might ratted you out. Open the portal now, idiot." And Zuko's like, "Oh man." He opens the portal, everyone walks through, and he goes, "You're not the only one that's ready. We're ready too. We heard about this mission, and we're here to help you. Don't be a fool like All Might." And Zuko's like, "I'm not. That's why I made you guys stronger." Izuku's eyes glow green, and everyone's powers increase to 50% in one for all. They're like, "What the?" And Izuku goes, "That's the gift I give you guys." He goes, "Technically right now you guys are 50% more All Might used to be." They're like, "What the?" "All your guys' quirks have enhanced that way your meta abilities are. To be honest, we'll destroy Jisaki. But I really don't want you guys there, please." And they look at Midoria and they're like, "Alright." And they're like, "Question? Why you only upgraded us Class 1A and Class 1B like this, not everyone else with their meta abilities?" And Izuku goes, "That's only temporary. I want you guys to understand that's what you guys can achieve at your maximum output if you guys push yourself, okay? And I really appreciate everything you got, but that power that I just given you is not enough for Jisaki. That's why." Izuku walks away and they're like, "Oh." Bakugo goes, "Then nerd." Izuku turns back and goes, "Yeah, then don't lose, right?" And Izuku, "I won't lose. In fact, I have a gift for all of you when I come back." Bakugo goes, "Enough with your gifts. We're already gifted out, idiot." And Zuko smiles, "Not like that, dummy." And Zuko walks away. "Alright goes, I appreciate you guys all being here, but there's too much of you guys in my room." And what happens is, Naito goes, "What are we going to do with these kids?" Zuko waves his hand, they all fall through a portal, and a clone appears by them. "Ah, you guys try to get out of training, eh? Just to come and try to help me. I don't need you guys' help, as I told you. And since you guys want to be helpful, with that 50% power boost I'm giving every single one of you guys, I'm going to try you guys at their level 2 and push you guys to the max. Thank you guys for being so helpful." Everyone's like, "Oh no, we just put our foot in our mouths." And so the training Izuku, the teacher Izuku at school, he begins to whip all their asses. Beats them all down, okay? Sorry for the rude language, I apologize. He begins to whip them really good. And what goes down is, as teacher Izuku's doing that to all Team 1A and 1B, the real Izuku appears right by the Shiozai's main base, and all the police are waiting, but Izuku walks in, the gate disappears immediately, destroys it, and as he lands, he knocks on the door, and as he knocks on the door, a guy with a giant quirk rushes out and goes, "How dare you come to that?" And Izuku's like, "Go to sleep." He immediately hits the ground. Izuku goes, cool quirk, smacks him away. And he instantly uses his quirk to wrap him up. And as Izuku walks through, he touches the ground. And touching the ground, he uses his Cementos ability and he captures every single villain in the building. He makes a gigantic hole on the road and makes Jisaki and everyone, even Eri, enter to the top of the world. The base stays. Izuku locks the entire base in place to make sure that all the evidence that they need to make sure and incriminate Jisaki is still there. Izuku planned this properly. He knew he wasn't going to go and be stupid and go roughhousing and everything like that. No, he can handle this fight much more in a discreet manner. And as Izuku stands up, Jisaki's like, he goes, why of all you people? Why you? At this time though, Jisaki's already sent a gigantic shipment of Quirk cancelling bullets to Redestro. And he goes, and Izuku's like, wow, what a cool quirk. And you use your quirk to just disassemble people and put them back together. That is really interesting. I don't like it. This would have made a lot of my other quirks much more different. Too bad you're not going to keep their quirk for long. And he's like, what? And he goes, because I'm going to make sure all the villains that I'm going to take all your guys' quirks and I'll put you guys in a prison where you guys learn for a long, long time. And he's like, what? And Izuku goes, technically I want to kill you. And Jisaki feels this bloodlust. Every single Yakuza member in the building feels this bloodlust. Everyone around feels this bloodlust. I really want to kill you and rip you into shreds. Cell by cell, put you back together and rip you apart. Put you back together and rip you apart. I really want to do so. Do you want to feel your ability, Jisaki? And just Jisaki's scared. Izuku's grown giant over him, standing over him. He's really angry, eh? And Jisaki's in absolute fear because he tried to touch the ground. His quirk didn't work. He knows for a fact that Izuku is just the ultimate warrior, the ultimate hero. And even with the quick cancelling bullet, it won't do nothing. Nothing's going to do nothing to Izuku. And he can't even be desperate, Jisaki. He's just in absolute fear. And Izuku sees Eri walk out the room. And Izuku goes, Eri. He goes down to her and she's like, who are you? How come your voice is like the voice I heard in my head? Izuku goes, not to worry. My name is Izuku Midoria. I'm the all-for-all hero known as Deku. And she's like, all-for-all? Izuku touches her head, he goes, my sweet Eri. And Jisaki, everyone's just buzzing out, eh? All the Yakuza are walking out the building happily because Izuku mind-controlled all of them. Jisaki's like, why didn't he use that quirk on me? What's he gonna do to me? I can't seem to move though. That's Jisaki, and Izuku's like, he goes, here, I'll take all those bad memories and bad experiences you had in your life. Izuku touches Eri's head and he instantly copies her quirk. He even masters it. And he goes, do you want me to take this quirk away from you? Want me to help you? And she goes, take my quirk away? And Izuku goes, no, I'm not taking it away. He tapped her head and he gave her a meta ability, the meta ability, and gave her greater control over her quirk to reverse people, rewind. And as Izuku stands up, she's like, what did you do to me? I don't feel all the anger I felt, all the sadness. Izuku's crying right in front of her. He picks her up, he heals her injury and goes, you never need to worry again. And you don't need to call me Mr. Deku, you can call me Big Bro, you can call me Big Bro Izuku. And she's like, Big Bro? He goes, yeah, you're coming home with me. I guarantee you, no, for the rest of your life, no one's going to do nothing to you. And she looks at Izuku, and she goes, are you sure? She has tears down her eyes, and still remembering the pain even though Izuku took it away. Izuku taps his head on her head and he goes, yeah, I've been dreaming about this moment since the moment I saw you. You've been on my mind this whole time, and I'll never let this happen to you again, alright? And she's just smiling at Izuku. Izuku looks right at Jisaki, he's just so angry, eh? Jisaki's like, you don't understand. The world's unpure. It's unclean. All these quirks, it's too. And Izuku goes, I agree with you. These quirks are stupid. How the quirks are transmitted across the world, I don't like it. It makes a ruling class system, which I hate the most. And Jisaki looks at Deku and goes, you had one thing clear though, it is messy. How you went about it, man, honestly, you're lucky I'm striving to become a world hero, a pro hero. Because if I didn't, I would have killed you and made you live again and killed you non-stop every single day. The same amount of days that she had been living in pain. And Izuku's so angry and Jisaki's just shocked. But taking your quirk away and giving you the ability to live for a long time in jail? Yeah. That works. Izuku touches Jisaki's head and rips his quirk out of his body, pretty much, and gives him longevity, so Jisaki is not going to age at all. And bear in mind, Izuku's copying and pasting the quirk into their bodies. Just like All For One, he's stuck in a prison forever. Even if the prison door was open, if he wasn't given permission to leave, he's not leaving that room. They've given the ability longevity and hyper regeneration. So even if they refuse to eat, they don't need to eat, and they're going to be punished in prison for the rest of the time for what they've done. And so what goes down is all the villains that Izuku has beaten, he has put them through his own sifting system to understand. He knows exactly what's going down and what's going to happen with them. The cops take them on and arrest them all, and Izuku categorized the good to the worst, because there is good people within, even though they are criminals, there is some not so criminal people compared to the criminal people, okay? The absolute. And what I mean by that, they're the tier system in the criminal system, you know? The ones on the top end by Overhaul, they're the ones that have the most blood. As the bottom end ones are the ones who are just the spies, the little people doing some more nefarious things. And so what goes down is, after the Jihai Saikai has been taken care of, Izuku takes Eri back to Night Eye. Night Eye goes, so what do you want to do about you? And Izuku goes, I healed her grandfather, and I already proceeded to tell him that I'm going to talk to my mother about adopting her. Aizawa smiles, you never stop to amaze me, kid. And he goes, don't worry, sensei, I learned from the best. Aizawa smiles. What goes down is Izuku, over the next couple of days, as this goes down, everyone's still training. They're readying themselves for the hero provisional license. Izuku don't need to do it. He's not a part of it, and he's not going to do it. Instead, he's going to watch. He's going to be the teacher to observe, because Izuku has now become a full-fledged teacher. His experience and everything alone has changed Nezu's perspective to the point where Izuku does not need to come back to the school for the next 3 years. 2 years, no. Izuku can graduate now, to which he does. He actually graduates really early, so he can easily become a pro-hero and clean up all of Japan much more quicker, and learning all his quirks and gaining more and more quirks every way. What goes down is Izuku starts to offer the ability to gain meta-human abilities. He'll give them to them, not because he wants them to owe them, but he wants to give the quirkless population an ability, and he wants to give people with weak quirks the ability to get stronger with their quirks. And so he puts that out there and he goes, there's no catch. My idea is to make the world a safer and better place for the quirkless and the quirk alike, okay? The people with mutations that want to change their mutation, not to be seen like monsters, I'm here for you. Everything you want. My power is not just my power is for all. There was once upon a time my power was called one for all, and all for one. However, things have changed. Besides my super copy quirk and my stockpiling of all my thousands and endless of thousands of quirks, my all for all ability allowed me to make the platform meta-human ability. So please. And so what happens is, in the first 6 months, Izuku is pretty much going all around Japan, and everyone's asking, yep, that they're keen. And so Izuku sends clones all over Japan to give nearly every single human in Japan, besides that are not villains, you know, because villains don't want to have nothing to do with Deku, you know, a meta-human quirk where people come around, you know, within the next 6 months. Now, why I say 6 months? Because everyone goes through their provisional license and everyone passes. They're all monsters, okay? They all become, they waste their previous predecessors. Bear in mind, they no longer have the 50% power boost, but they understand what they can achieve now, and so they know what they're working towards. And that's pretty powerful for all Team 1A and 1B, right? And so what goes down is, yeah, everyone becomes really strong. They go to their hero internships and just blast it out, you know. Sekitsu High, they get upgraded, everyone gets upgraded, and everyone becomes really close. And so what goes down is, as this is happening, Shigaraki is making his moves in America, making big-ass alliances, taking over massive areas, gaining more and more power, to the point where he gets close to begin a strike against Stars and Stripes. And as that's going down, back with the Meta Liberation Army, they're making moves of their own. They're seeing Deku, what they're doing is great, but at the same time looks like another form of subterfuge, or another form of suppression. And so Destro openly denounces Izuku Midoriya and states that the Liberation Army are ready to fight them at any time. We see what you're doing, Izuku Midoriya, weaponizing people and making them into your soldiers. Izuku's like, what? And Destro tells them, we're ready to fight a war, any time. Just say the time. And as Destro shows the Meta Liberation Army symbol, what happens is, in America, a massive eruption of battles happens over multiple states in America. And this happens over China, all over the world. Shigaraki makes his move and he starts to decay a certain part of a city. Will destroy it all until all the heroes come. The only hero that's able to survive actually Shigaraki's decay is what's it called? If you guys don't know who he is, he's actually a hero I like and I want to do a what if about him. His name is Christopher Skyline, or who I call Captain Celebrity. I really like him. He's really cool. His quirk is Force Field, I believe, and he can pretty much do what All Might does, but a little bit weaker. But anyway, his force field allows him to be protected from the decay. Decay can't rot his body or destroy him, but it destroys everywhere else. And as he tries to fight Shigaraki, easily overpowers him, and over a period of time he destroys what's his name, Captain Celebrity, to the point where he actually knocks him down. And then Shigaraki not only uses decay, but he rips Christopher's power from his body, Christopher Skyland or Captain Celebrity, taking that ability and merging it with his own, making him stronger, leaving him to die. And then he slams his hand on the ground, decaying the whole city, saying, "This is the best way of drawing you out. The American #1, I already destroyed #2, bring it." And then all around the world they're getting attacked by villains left, right, and centre by All For One's main team. And as this goes down, Izuku doesn't hear about that, but he's focusing the heroes in Japan. Until what happens is straight away, massive explosions happen out in multiple cities. Tadaro's prison's been attacked and all that stuff. And the Metal Liberation Army make their move, because Shigaraki's been working behind the scenes, making them work with him, because he's All For One, and they know it. And so Redistrict still does that, and the entire Metal Liberation Army, 100,000 of them, scatter out to attack the world, or attack Japan and try to retake over and move it into the image. But Izuku smiles and tells the #1 heroes and get them all ready. Izuku goes, "Well, we got a job to do, right?" And as this goes down, they begin to take them on, and the Metal Liberation Army's job is to distract Izuku. That's all it is. Their job is just to distract them. They know they're not going to win. Izuku can make an army and take them all out. And what happens is Izuku doesn't need to, because he tells everyone, "I reactivated your 50% power." Everyone's shocked. Bakugo smiles. He goes, "Let's go!" Everyone gets ready, and All Might leads the charge with Endeavor. Endeavor smiles as blue flames erupts, and All Might smiles as well, and they all rush off. All Might begins to fly with black whip wrapping around his body and smoke coming around him, because All Might has all of One For All boosted up now, and they begin to decimate them, decimate the Metal Liberation Army. And as Izuku's watching this, he's helping out too, making sure as well. He makes sure that everyone that has metal abilities, he boosts them up to 50% One For All, or 50% full cowling, I mean. And this works, man. They destroy everyone. They let's just say the Metal Liberation Army, yeah, they get annihilated, despite the unique quirks. Like, oh my gosh, Uraraka, her telekinesis with gravity, come on. Everyone's just so broken. Todoroki, all of them are so broken. Even Sue's super broken. Her legs can kick someone and then pretty much kill them with her kicks. She has super regeneration, like all that. Everyone's strong. Mineta, he's dangerous too. Like his sticky balls is just super ridiculous. And thanks to the fact that he's super strong now, you don't want to get caught by Mineta. Kaminari doesn't have none of his feedback drawbacks at all, and he's able to use his lightning to fly and to jump around, like to increase his speed as well, and increase his movements. But most of all, he can shoot lightning without any faults. Jiro's sonic sound, she can pump it through her hands and absorb it through her hands, and her airflow injects can work sound to a point like a focused laser or high frequency cannon to make an indestructible shield or unstoppable force cannon. Well, not unstoppable, you get what I mean. And Jiro has that. What happens is, what's his name? Momo was the one that Izuku copied overhaul into her body. In doing so, Momo could deconstruct all her creations or anything she needs to recreate, and this takes away from her need to eat lots of food no more. She doesn't need to do that. He takes away her limiter. Everyone's weakness limiter is gone, and it's the heroes. And then Izuku calls them the Meta-Human Alliance. That's what they calls them, and the new heroes of the day. And they push all the Liberation Armies back so much the Redistro has to come out and fight. He comes out and fights, goes to fight Izuku. But Bakugo rushes in and goes, "You think you're worthy of fighting my best friend?" Pulls his cup back and goes, "No one's worthy to fight him. You can't even fight me." He pulls his pin, and the explosion that goes off is like 20 times bigger than the one they first lit off by Izuku. Redistro instantly goes to 100% stress to block it, and his armor comes up, but it gets shattered. Todoroki goes, "Who the hell do you think you are? I think you can come to our friend." He jumps up immediately, but does a massive ice fire fist and smashes it right at Redistro, punching him away. Uraraka goes, "Yeah, what do you think this is? A playground?" Boom, smashes him down with using her telekinesis and throwing him up. "You stand no chance against him. What the hell makes you think you're gonna do anything to him?" What happens is Kaminari's in the air, and it's like, "Yeah." Kaminari grabs the lightning from his hand and makes it look like a thunderbolt. And as he puts his arm up, lightning hits his lightning thunder, or his energy, chucks it right at Redistro, obliterating his armor, smacking Redistro into the ground. "You can't even beat me, and I'm the idiot of the group." And as he jumps down, what happens is, thanks to what's his name, Mineta, all his sticky things are on the ground, and he goes, "Oh, what? You can't get up? Oh, big bad man, my sticky balls are too much for you, eh? Here we go, mega great rush." Chucks his sticky balls all over his body and goes, you can't get out. My balls are too sticky." And they all crack up. They're like cringe as hell, but they can't help but understand that Mineta can be cocky now, and this makes them happy. All of them are laughing, you know. And so it goes down as Koda uses his ability to control all animals in the area to make them find everyone that tries to run away and hide. It's pointless, you know. Everyone gets them, and all the Meta Liberation Army surrender after Redestro gets owned by Deku. They all prostrate themselves to Deku. Redestro goes, "I failed. I absolutely failed." And what goes down is, as it goes, "But if I'm going down, you're going down with me." He pushes a button, and the quick cancelling bullets that he's been collecting, stockpiling over a while, has detonated all over Japan. Izuku sees this, and as he sees this, he makes thousands of clones and makes warp gates everywhere. And he makes but he goes, "The clones are a waste of time." He immediately disperses them. He opens his hand up, and he does combination quirk, warp gate, black hole, telekinesis. He immediately uses warp gate, black hole, and telekinesis to immediately absorb all the impact and explosions of the attack, and suck it all in. All the meta-human, all the the anti-quirk drug that's in the air, and he absorbs all of it. And has taken it away. Izuku claps it in his hands. He's like, "What did you do?" And he goes, "I removed your trump card." Izuku touches Redestro's head and takes his quirk and gives him a longevity quirk for punishment. He's like, "Interesting." And he's like, "What?" And he goes, "I see why Shigaraki had me distracted. He's taking Stars and Stripes New Order, isn't he?" And because this is meant to be classified, Redestro's rich and he knows all about this. Izuku instantly makes him tell him everything, and Redestro tells him everything. And he goes, "Alright." He makes Redestro work for him. He understands from Redestro's perspective what he tried to do. And Izuku goes, "I was already ready for you. I saw the future and have everyone already removed from the city. All the damages can be repaired. The only thing I didn't see is Shigaraki and Stars Stripe. Maybe it's because of New Order. Maybe." But Izuku goes, "But unfortunately for you, you're not going to see that. You are going to go nighty-night." Flicks Redestro, knocking him out. And all the Meta Liberation Army all listen to it as Deku in their head, and he goes, "All you guys surrender, and I won't have you all arrested." And they all do surrender. And over a period of time, Izuku takes them through a form of therapy. He doesn't control their mind, he just makes them see differently, you know. And they agree, and they all live on a form of probation. He makes them on meta-humans, just like how he is. He wants to make sure that even if they were to use quick cancelling bullets or quick cancelling some type of technology, that they have power, have equal power to everyone else. Everyone's not above the rest, no matter what culture, no matter what race you are, what power you have, the level of status you are. Everyone's equal in regards of powers. And this works really well. Like after this happened, Japan was contacted by the world. Izuku goes, "Not to worry, I am here." And as Izuku tells them to fortify Japan, portals all over the world begin to open, and Izuku exits out all the portal. But the one portal that exits out the real Izuku exits right out over America, over the destroyed city of Chicago. In Chicago, there is Shigaraki holding the dead Stars and Stripes, and as he smiles, he goes, "Stars and Stripes wasn't able to do her order to kill my quirks. I now have the most powerful quirk, Izuku Midoria." And as Izuku looks at All For One, they both smile. And this is when we do this one, guys. I hope you guys like this. Like and subscribe. Leave a comments down below. And yeah, I hope you guys are going to look forward to the season finale, or the final of the episode on the next one. That is going to be the final. And who knows, I may leave this for the branch window of my new upcoming series, okay? So stay tuned for the All For All Deku, okay? So yeah, as usual, guys, this is Dr. Kahu saying peace.